Hi there YouTube. Today is one of my saddest day of my life because I think I broke my PSVR. When you see all the tracking lights here, but looks like this one is no longer working. So today I am going to open this VR. Let's just break it apart and see what's going on inside. And without this tracking light working, all the games I have is they won't track my motion. It's just pretty much won't work with any games right now. But in the menu section, I can still see the menu. So if your tracking light, one of the tracking light is not working, you can still use the VR in the menu, so you can still turn around and stuff. But once you get into the game, it will just say that it won't track your motion. So let's get into the game, the Carnival VR. Right? It just say your VR headset is no longer tracking. Please return to your play area. The reason they saying that is because that they just cannot see your tracking light. So you look at your VR, it's missing. So on this side you have the 3 on the right side, 1 in the center, and now I'm missing 1 on the left side. Alright, so if you ever go on a PSVR and it seems like your menu is working in a PR mode, but none of the game was working, that means you might have a broken light bulb. Alright, let's take this PSVR apart. The first thing you want to do is going to pop this silicone mask off. Okay, don't be afraid to take it off. It's just because it's just like one little silicone hook right here that goes into the hole. Okay, just pop it off like this. Alright, same thing for the top. Okay, so this is the silicone mask that comes with the PR. So we want to fix the tracking light on this side. Right, so we need to take the plastic panels off from the PR. And it looks like from the PR there are 4 screws I need to take apart. So there's one right here, here, and here, and here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is just to use a electric screwdriver, which is kind of like a mini screwdriver, to take this apart. Okay, this tool, you can find it easily on Amazon. Just search for electric screwdriver. I'll include the link here if you want. You can check out some different screwdriver you can take apart the PSVR, and you can use this for other like PC computers or MacBook Pro. You can use this screwdriver. It's pretty handy to have. So yeah, let's unscrew this guy right here and see how it goes. Okay. Okay, that's one screw right here. Make sure you put it aside in a safe place. Okay. And then you have this one. I'm just glad that I have this little electric screwdriver set. I use it a lot for fixing my glasses even, because the glasses has a similar screwdrivers. It's super tiny. Okay, you're gonna loosen this up. As you can see, the panel on the side is already loosened. See, so we can unscrew this part. Then the back panel should come off. Alright, so it's pretty long screw, so just be patient with it. Small but long. do a pressure of your fingers right here, and then give some force to unscrew it. Okay, it comes out. Alright, so we're gonna take the side panel apart. Alrighty, let's take it like that, and boom, it's pretty simple. This is one piece. So this is the side we want to fix, right? The left side. But this piece is a one big piece. So, and you can see that the side panel is attached to this, kind of covering it. So we have to do it the same thing on the other side. So we're gonna start to do the same thing on the other side. Let's unscrew the two screws. Then take the side panel. Oh, it's really tiny. Yeah, man, I just bought so many games for the PSVR. I just stopped playing recently, and I mean, I enjoy it a lot. I had the PSVR for a couple years now. It's not until recently that I start really get into it, you know. And it broke. I was so sad. I'm trying to see if I can fix it or find a replacement part for the light. These tiny screws are kind of tricky to get out. Keep going. Okay. Oh, a little more. Okay. And then after the screw is out, the two screws out, make sure you put it inside in a safe place. And now you just pop this side off. There we go. So if you can see, the side also has a light too, right? The side light, the light source is right here. You can see it closer. Come on, lights, here you go. So this is the part where the light is coming from, and then it shines through this kind of like see-through glass, right? So this is the light source. I'm expecting to see something similar for this light, right, on this side. Alright, let's take it apart. Next thing, we're gonna unscrew the screw on the center bottom of the PSVR. Alright. Remember that the bottom screw is a little bit shorter than the one from the side. Okay. Put it aside. Now that we should now able to get this bottom trimmed off. Alright. Don't be afraid to just use your finger, or you can use a plastic ply tool. Some of the electric screwdriver set already have some plastic ply tool you can use, but unfortunately I don't have one. So use the finger here. Okay. Side. You can use a flathead to just pop it in there and just give him some room. Pop it out like that. Okay. And you should be able to just grab it like this. See, there's the little glue or the adhesive inside here. Alright. Same thing in the center as well. I can hear the glue is ungluing. So Let's use the finger. Try to use the flat head as well. I mean, if you have a plastic, you know, applying to it, it will be better. But this just works fine. Yeah, see? It's a little sticky. So that's the why we are having a little bit hard time to pull it off, because they have adhesive stickies on the center and on both sides. So just be gentle with it, you know. So yeah. And now we can see the light source of the Halo helmet. Alright, this is the bottom. If we want to look at what's wrong inside here, we probably need to take the front gear off. In order to do that, we have to put also break down the top trim as well. Okay, let's do that. It should be similar, really similar to what we did on the bottom. Right. Crank it up a little bit. Alright. Use the flat head. Just to slowly, remember slowly, you know, you want to break this thing, right? So, because we know that there's an adhesive sticky right here, we're just going to slowly peel it off. Like that, okay? Again, the center, same thing. Go slowly peel it off. Okay. And it should be easy on this one. Just use your hand to peel the side off. Okay. See. All the adhesive on the side that's making it hard to move it off. Alright, so this is the PSVR headset without the trims. The next thing we're gonna do is to unscrew the front screws in here, in this hose right here. Alright, that's after the fact you get the plastic trim off the front, not top. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Nice and easy. Alright. Okay. Next, we're gonna also unscrew the screw on the mirror side. There's a screw right here and here. Make sure not to scratch your mirror. Okay. Let's get it out like pain. Alright, once we have all the screws unscrewed, we can just take the front gear out. Alright. Just take the top. And then just take this out like this. Just be gentle with it because it's all plastic. Alright. They have a little adhesive on the bottom here as well. You just pull it up. Okay, so that is the inner engine of the PSVR. Okay, looking at the inside of the PSVR headset, I can see the LED light on the top right here, and then on the side right here. This is the side and the left side, and then also on the bottom, right? This is on the bottom as well, and then on the side and here. Okay. So for my issue, I think my left bottom light is off, and I don't know if you remember that my bottom right light sometimes goes on and off, like it blinks sometimes in the video. All right. So looking at this, just by looking at it physically, it seems like I have a little dirty spot right there. You see? That is the connection between the center light to the bottom light. I'm suspecting if I clean up this, I might get my lights to work again, and on the left bottom and the right bottom will not blink anymore. So I'm gonna find a way to clean this right now. So the first thing I'm gonna do, maybe I just need to unplug this guy right here. So unplug it. Get the whole thing out like that. Alright. Let's unplug it. You can take these things off if you want. I think I don't need to, because I just need to this part to be cleaned up. You wiggle it. You guys see how dirty this thing is? You will see. So it turns out it might be just this cable right here. It's been damaged. So I tried to clean it and put it back in. It did not work. Therefore, I bought another one. Another PSVR. So this one I bought from eBay for cheap, because this one is broken. Because when the cable is stripped, so this cable is bad. However, this part is still good. But I just noticed that this is a newer generation than this one. If you can see, there's like some difference in the design, right, in the board already. But this cable should be the same as this one. There should be a let's see. There should be a center pin with 3 on the side, right? It should be the same as this one. Center pin with 3 on the side. So what I'm gonna do is to unplug this cable from the broken PSVR that I bought from eBay and replace it to here. Now the tricky part is, how do I get this cable out? Okay, so from the headset I bought, I'm just gonna unplug this cable right here first. Just unplug it gently, because I don't want to damage this cable. Alright, unplug it like such. So the top part and the bottom part. Just be very careful when you unplug this new cable. So you can take this out. Be easier here. Use the handle right here. The fingers to put it, kind of shake it out. Shake it out. Shake it out. Okay. So that's the bottom cable, top. So what we need to do is to get this one cable out. So you can see it is unplugged from both sides, the top and the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and do more disassembling. So unplug this data cable right here. And then we can just wiggle this out. And this part, so the bottom part was already loosened. What I need to do is take this one out. If I can wiggle it out, yep. So just wiggle it out like that. Okay. So looking at this cable right here, it looks it's kind of hard to get just the cable out without the plastic part. So I'm gonna see if this one is similar to what we have on here. So it doesn't look identical, but I'm gonna give it a try and just replace the plastic part. So this is the current PSVR that I have. So I'm gonna unplug the top part like I did for the last one. Gonna maybe just I don't unplug this one, just keep it out of this, wiggle this one out. So the bottom should be loose already. Okay, and top is to wiggle it. Just get it out. Okay. So next thing we're gonna do is to put the cable harness back into the headset. Now pay attention. Now you want to line up the two little plastic on the side here, on the bottom of the top part of this is the headset. Okay, this is the headset right here, and let's see, get better view. So on the headset right here, there is a two little hole. You see there? You just line it up with the. Let's see, you can see it better. There's two holes here. You're gonna line it up like this with the harness. Line up with this thing, the plastic tip right here. Line it up, and then just push it up. There you go. Okay, you might want to do the bottom part first because this cable is right here, so you can slide the bottom part in first, like such. You see? Slide the bottom part in first, and then you want to push up, and there we have it. Now we're gonna put the cable back in place. So there's the top cable right here. Slide it back right here. Okay, and then you can go ahead and plug in the new cable into the slot. Alright, it should fit. Alright, make sure everything is back into place. Okay, so the top part is good. Now let's try the bottom one. I got big fingers. Plug the cable back into the slot. There you have it. So now all the cables are back into their own slot right now. And then what we're going to do is to turn on the PS4, turn on the PSVR, and see if the lights will come up. Alright, we have PS4 right here with everything hooked up to the VR headset. Now we're gonna turn the PS4 on. PS4 is on now, and then we're gonna go ahead and turn on the VR headset and check all the light if all the lights are on. Okay, hopefully nothing will explode. Okay, so now I'm gonna turn on the Carnival VR. This should detect our VR headset. VR headset is no longer tracking what's going on. So let's see the headset. Now you can see that all the lights are on this side, including the bottom. Center's on, and voila, we fixed the light. I think what we need to do right now is to put everything back together to see if it still works. To put everything back together, first thing you want to do is do the top panel first for the headset. Remember this step, okay? Top panel goes first. Go ahead and just do that right now. Just lining up. Okay. Now, after the top panel has put it back together, you want to do the side LED lights. Now it's loose right now. You can see there's a little hole right there. The second hole, and line up with there's a little pointy thing right here. And then basically you can just like line up with the screw holes, or the top hole too. So pretty much just snug it back in. Yep, just like that. Alright, same thing on the other side. Alright, so this is the top panel and the two LED lights on the side. The next thing you want to do is to try to do the front facing onto the headset. You make sure the PS sign is correct, the PS logo is placing correctly. So that's the top and the bottom, okay? And this one you gotta be very careful because the side LED lights are super fragile. So you gotta be very careful and just tilt it out a little bit. It should fit pretty snugly with the top piece. Okay. Alright, and you want to double check is that you want the LED light to be seen on the side. Okay, this is the LED light right there. Same thing on this side. See the LED light? So make sure the LED light are still in place when you put this part in. Alright, next you want to put the trims on. I'm going to do the top first. Alright, like this. Okay. And then I went to the bottom. Just be very careful again with the headset because none of the screws in yet. So let's be very careful. Okay, that part is done. Now I'm going to just put the side trim on. Snap it back in place. Same thing on the other side. Okay, so everything is back in place right now. All you need to do is just do the screw back into the headset. So remember, we have the longer screws and the shorter screws. The long ones are for the side, okay? And the short ones are for the top right here in the center, okay? So next part is kind of tricky. The screw right here, you have to like really push the side up a little bit to just like line it up with the hole for the screw. Otherwise, you won't be able to screw back on. Okay. So I'm using the long screw for the side. So I want to do this side first because I don't want the side LED lights to move at all. This should secure the bottom of the LED lights. Okay. Another long screw. Alright. And then again, I'll just like give a little push to just line it up to the side. You should feel the screw should be like having a little force to screw, otherwise you are not going back in the right hole. Okay, so this side is done. I'm not going to do this side. There's also a screw on the bottom, and we use the long screw for that. Alright, so in this one you kind of have to push the bottom trim a little bit to line it up. So lastly, for the smaller screws on the top, using the smaller screw on the front end of it. So finally, I'm going to use a small screw on the back side of the headgear. Alright, we have put everything back together. I'm going to try it out on one of the games right now and see if it works. One last thing was the silicone mask. You got to put it back into the headgear. Okay, make sure the nose part right here comes to here. And just push back the button. It's very simple. Okay. It's all silicone holes in here. Make sure you got all the holes there. Okay, so now we have a headset back together. Let's try some games. Okay, I'm gonna put my headset on. Hopefully nothing will explode. Alright, here it goes. Oh, forgot to unlock this. Turn the headset on. Do I see anything? Yes. I think it's working. I can see the, oh yeah. Yep. I gotta see my favorite game, Carnival VR. Come on, let's play. And then press to presenter camera. Yep. Yes. So that is how you fix a broken light, LED light on your headset. So you do need to get a replacement part, but as you can find on eBay for cheap. I found it for like $40. I mean, it's $40, $40, right? But you can save your headset instead of buying like another headset. It probably costs like $200 something for just the headset itself. Okay. All right. So I hope you enjoyed the video and hopefully you were able to resolve your PSVR issue. Don't be afraid to open the VR up, but just be very careful on all the small parts. Okay. Alright, if you found this video to be useful, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I will see you next time.